have here? We have another 2018 Mustang, but it's not the Black Mamba, stealing my wheels. Look at this guy, Palm Beach Dyno. Were you from Florida?
Yep, fresh off the boat.
Okay. And we have over here, what, a 15?
15, yeah.
15 Roush?
It's a GT, just with the
GT Roush.
Roush fascia and
you got a supercharger on there?
Roush blower.
Okay, then that's beautiful. Looks good.
Yeah, it's just a little dirty.
So what we got here is that my friend Michael here is giving me these guys here, and he's taking the old Black Mamba rims so we can try to finally get those 10s. And we're excited to see it. Then also the cool thing is after he mounts these, we're going to actually take a driving review of the VORTECH 18 that he has here. What was your best time? 1040?
1050 at 138.
1050 at 138. So I just did test drive the Whipple. What we're going to do now today is we're going to, after he mounts the new tires on, we're going to take this bad boy out and we're going to see how she feels with the VORTECH. And I can give you my review of the Whipple versus the VORTECH. So it's exciting. And also, if you want to follow this build and this channel, go check out Michael Mack's channel, and you can follow his build because he's making his car a monster. He's a drag racer, not a hard parker, but you can see already these new performance pack rims look really good. Look at that.
Damn.
They look really good.
I know.
Woo!
Looks really good.
I'm starting to miss them.
Looks good on the white.
They do the white and black.
It pops with the white and the black.
Do you have a name for this build, brother?
I don't know. I need.
All right, think of a name for this build below.
Please, I need help. I posted it in my last video.
Put comments below on what you want to call this build. You were talking. I already made a joke. We'll call it whole milk, but he didn't like that too much. I said panda. Panda's already taken.
White trash. I really like.
Okay.
It's not gonna work.
It's got to be you know, family friendly. So what are we gonna say? Casper? I don't know, something. Two cheese?
White horse. I don't know.
White stallion?
I like the snowblower. Originally, it was
Snowblower?
the snowblower.
Yeah.
But then that kind of like went off.
Kind of
Dissipated.
Then I did snowflake.
All right. Well, comment below what you think we should call this guy. Again, follow him on Instagram and especially subscribe to his YouTube channel because he's putting great content out for an experience with a VORTECH Charge 18. So we're going to cut to when he's done, and you can see how beautiful this is.
He's coming. He's coming with his car.
Yeah, well, yeah.
All right, so it's done. The Black Mamba, it's old tires, old Venom, not Venom really, but is on. We're still thinking of a name. Michael Mack's 2018 VORTECH charged mid-10 quarter-mile car. He's gonna have it. How you like it so far? How do you think it looks?
Looks amazing.
Was it worth the trip from New York?
Well worth it.
Look
well
at that.
worth it.
Let's look at this. It's white and black.
I think it just makes the car look totally different. I definitely need a drop now. I got to do suspension.
Yeah, but it's still. I think it looks beautiful.
Can't go wrong.
It looks beautiful. Now, this still looks like a standard sleeper. What's the magic under the hood you got here, bro? Ooh. There it is. And how much horsepower?
717 I put down to the rear wheels on a Mustang dyno, and that was with a factory exhaust, stock cats. Now I just added a AWE catback exhaust to it.
Okay.
And that's about it. There's nothing else done. It's running on a 93 pump gas.
This is on pump gas,
Pump
but
gas.
717.
Not a lot of timing in the tune. There's a lot to work with.
Who's your tuner?
Rob, Palm Beach Dyno.
Never heard of him.
Yeah. That's
Very
the name
nice.
to go to.
Yes. So what are your goals? I mean, I know we if you don't know, we've already run each other. His best was 1050 at 138. 138. So he's almost at 140 on pump gas.
Now the total stock suspension, I did have the exhaust at the time, no suspension modifications. That was on stock axles. So now I put the G-Force racing axles in. I have a BMR cradle lockout that I installed, and I ended up switching tire setups. And last time I went to the track, I didn't really have too much traction. It was a pretty shitty day. But goals for the car, Gonna pulley down eventually, E85 fuel system, double pumps, and turn the boost up.
All right. Can we hear how she sounds?
Sure. You want a remote start or you want to?
Whatever you want to showcase. Showcase showdown. Sounds clean.
I daily drive this car. I put 5,000 miles on it.
Got it.
I beat on it probably every minute I'm in the car.
Let's hear the exhaust. Woo! Yeah. Keep those loud. Keep going. I can't take it. You gotta rev it. We gotta hear in the front. We gotta hear in the front. One more, that's it. All right, that was pretty good.
You know the videos.
That was good.
This car is extremely loud.
Yo, that sounds legit.
It's extremely
Listen,
loud.
I just had the Whipple, and I'm telling you, that was good. That sounded really good. Very impressed. All right, so we're gonna take this bad boy, see how she goes. Let's hit the road, Jax. That's why I use it.
Why do I look skinny on your phone? What happened?
What's up, fam? Hope this message finds you all well and in good spirits. We are here with Michael Mack in his 2018 VORTECH charged Mustang GT. Made 717 on the dyno. Already ran a 10.5. You might have said it before, but saying it again because it's impressive. But it's my first time driving this setup, so I'm excited. We just came out of the Whipple that was reviewed literally a week ago, so it's fresh in my mind. It's fresh in my heart. Now we're here to see what this centrifugal supercharger is like from VORTECH. Link in the description of all the mods where you can get it from. We'll see what it's like. Thank you so much for taking us.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
Also, if you want to follow this build, and please follow a great YouTube channel, please follow his channel. Put the link in the description below. We actually hung out at ACO. That's how we know each other, and I've been following his channel and his build, so it's a great time. Let's hit the road. I can tell you right now, feels good. Okay, this is good. This is good.
See, the thing is, with a centrifugal supercharger, it builds boost over RPM, so it's not like a TVS style or a root style blow where the boost comes in like automatically right off the, you hit the gas and the boost is coming in. It's different, so it builds boost over time. So this car is more of a high RPM car.
Got it.
It's like how can I explain it? It's like a Honda. All the power's up top. That's
Gotcha.
And I'm revving this thing to 8 grand. No
Really?
pump gears, by the way.
Wow. Wow.
How's my gas mileage going down?
Yeah, how you doing on gas mileage on this guy?
On the way here, I got about 22 miles to the gallon.
Not anymore.
You feel the difference?
It's, you know what? It's
wants to go
really smooth, and it builds power over. It doesn't stop.
It just wants to go.
Initially, my comparison to the Whipple is the Whipple is a lot more violent, if that's a word I could use. This is a lot more refined, and it keeps pushing you, and you feel more in control. Whereas the Whipple felt a little bit, and you could feel, just off my perception, I could be wrong, but you could feel the Whipple kind of lose power after a lot of different pulls. So far, we'll see what this does. Dude, it feels really good. One of the things that I was excited about with these 18s and the setups they have now with these aftermarket adders, now this VORTECH I'm driving, you don't feel that the car is going to fall apart. Many times you put, I don't know if you were watching the channel, have had power adders on your particular Mustang setup, but they feel like the car feels fast, but it feels like it's about to fall apart. This feels like it's something that could actually come from Ford. It feels really normal under normal driving conditions, but when you hit the gas,
The magic happens.
I tell you what, now this made the decision a lot harder now. Because I was like the Whipple fun for the t-shirts. Now I guess it's gonna change to the VORTECH fun. We got what makes it better to rhyme than VORTECH fun? Like VORTECH for the needy. You're a daily driver, so longevity is important, as well as the fact. Now tell me about the heating thing, because one of the things that the gentleman who Frank Landy, who helped me use his Whipple, he said, they said after multiple pulls, like put a bag of ice on the blower. What is the deal with these? Is the same thing with this, or do you hot lamp it? Or
the blower is on top of the engine, right? So it replaces the intake manifold. So now all that heat is generating on the top of the cylinder with the Whipple. That goes for a TVS, a Whipple, root style, a VMP. It's all the same thing. That the blower is on top of the cylinder head, so it generates a lot of heat. The unit does get hot. It's not. It doesn't get hot. You're not. Yeah. But like right now, if you check the intake temps, you're probably at like 88, 86. In traffic, it will go up because you're in stop and go traffic. But otherwise, I mean, the car runs pretty cool for the most part.
I'm gonna tell you right now, the more I'm driving this, the more I'm kind of considering this now because of the fact of how easy it is to daily. Especially you kind of like made a good point about longevity of the engine, the cooling situation, and it is also a cheaper option. Cheaper option.
You're looking. I think you could purchase a tuner kit, which doesn't include injectors, or some guys offer the injectors, but you're looking at about $6,000. And I mean, the installation shouldn't cost you more than $1,500, depending on the shop. But I'm sure there's people that do it cheaper.
My question is I'm a big E85 guy. Like, I noticed you said you're on pump gas. Why are you not on E85? What do you need to like run E85?
Oh, what do you need to run E85? You need a fuel system. When you start making horsepower in a car like this, I'm at 700. Just say, you need to run a return line.
So you can't use like so for me, I just pour in my 85 because I'm naturally aspirated.
You're naturally aspirated.
But when you get to that power level, you need a return system.
You need a return system. You need dual pump.
No, I like the fact that you can kind of upgrade as you go too.
Yes.
Like for a lot of people, it's not easy to just drop $10,000. You can drop close to half that, and then there's like a progression where you say, "Hey, go ahead."
Yeah, well, that was the goal with this car. I had no intentions of ever owning a Mustang. I come from a 2JZ world. I'm a big.
All right, we're ending the video here. It was nice to meet you. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I was like, so I said, listen, VORTECH is going to be the best thing for me for what I want. I want to be able to daily drive the car. I want to be able to put pump gas in it, 93 octane. Not pump gas might be 85 somewhere else, and I just want reliability. And the history of VORTECH and Paxton is reliability, great customer service, and quality parts, and that's a big thing. And
that was really good. I'm not saying
these other companies aren't up to par, but my own experience when I have actually had a full conversation with the engineer from VORTECH, his name is Lance, who's an absolutely one of the smartest guys I've ever met in my life. He actually comes to the races. He's there. He's with his cars and the cars that they sponsor. And I'm not a sponsored car, but they help these guys. And they, if there's any problems, they're there to help them. And that plays a big part of, why I went with them.
Well, you got a performance pack.
Performance pack. Now you see when.
And the performance pack held true.
But you
you got traction control off.
Yeah, it's off. Now, so now you see we almost just became a meme.
Yeah.
Mustang crashes into the wood. Talking about it. Do you see how it pulls up top? It's not, doesn't have that instant blowing the tires off, but you see it wanted to go.
Dude,
when you shifted.
It is, I can't imagine how much fun this is when you really let it stretch its legs out. Unfortunately, we're limited right now because it's starting to get a little drizzly. But we can do just like a review around town. Feels I feel like I'm driving my car until you hit the gas. Now, you got to explain to me because this is the base model and I have the, 401A package. So I don't see the driving modes of drag, strip, track, all that kind of stuff. Now, how does that work with, because when Rob told me, he said it's stored in drag mode and, you're set. Like, how does that work? Are you always in drag? How does that work?
Rob sent me my last tune. He told me, make sure you just drive it in D. Now, if you drop it down into sport, you will see the car actually downshifts itself a lot harder. Okay. So, we'll rev match and downshift the car for you, to slow you down. Like, if your car was manual, the computer does the same thing. But it's, for me,
so you're already set for the drag strip
I'm ready. I just put it in D, and that's it. D and go.
You're D and go, right?
Yeah. So
straight?
Straight. So it's too aggressive for me to drive in in sport on the street. At the track, it's good because God forbid you have braking issues. The engine braking will slow the car down. You know, it would definitely help with you slowing the car down.
Because I'll tell you right now, when I have even mine in normal mode, it drives really pedestrian, and then I put it in drag or track, it like life's
extremely
crazy.
Right?
Yeah, you're like.
So now when Rob tunes the car, when he maps the car out, you know, the transmission, when you shift it into sport, it's telling your computer, okay, this is when you're going to shift hard, this is when you're going to shift, and then it's normal in sport.
Gotcha.
But since the base model doesn't come equipped with like the drag mode, yeah, it sucks. I think they should put it in all the Mustangs, but
yeah,
the base model didn't have it.
Yeah. So basically, we've talked about, you know, I'm looking at his MPGs. It says his average is 20.7 miles per gallon. He does the list. It has 5,000 miles. You take it to the drag strip, you drive it around, and okay, cool. So, yeah, you know, you have just made my decision even more difficult because I can see the benefit of, because I don't want to get rid of my car, and I like to use it for daily purposes. I can see the benefit of the VORTECH.
Well, that's what was just, you know, that's what made me purchase this, and I'm one of the first people to have it. I think there's 3 kits out there, and the other 2 cars are making 900 horsepower. The plans are to go put a 10-point cage with a parachute over the winter. A friend will be doing it. Nice
Follow that.
Cage.
Follow that, guys.
That's going to happen over the winter. And the reason
All
why
right.
safety is very important. And when you're drag racing at the strip, when you start going over 135 miles an hour in the quarter mile, and you start going any faster than that, you need a window net.
I saw you already have the jacket. You already have all that.
I have all the safety equipment, and those are things that you need to race. So that's like a main priority, is getting the cage out of the way. Then eventually I'm going to do the fuel system, and I'm going to up the boost, and I'm going to see where it goes.
This this is just getting started. If you like, a lot of people say I'm getting the supercharger and I'm done. So you can see here how you can get a kit that's very affordable and you continue to upgrade it. Now he's already talking about getting a cage. You know what that means? That means 9 seconds already. With just a couple of upgrades that he's talking about getting. And this car with the parachute on it, it's gonna look so cool.
Oh, I know.
Oh, I actually have this car on the channel as it continues to grow. When it gets to its next level of hitting the 9s and getting different mods on it. And of course, there's friendly competition here. I mean, yeah, I'm naturally aspirated, but I'm trying to keep up with this guy. I want to be able to race him and have fun with it. It's all love. It's all out of fun. But we want, as Mustang channels, as Mustang builds, we're competitive. We have the same engine, the same year, the same transmission. Definitely follow his channel for the build. You'll also see me on his channel. We're gonna do a lot of stuff together. So definitely check out his channel. Subscribe to it. He's gonna be also, if you're watching this, you're gonna see this car in person at the subscribers meet August 25th from 9 to 5 p.m. Gateway Classic Cars of Philadelphia. Bring your family, your friends, your pets, your children, your car. It's gonna be a car show as well. There'll be food trucks, giveaways. He's giving some stuff away, I believe. He has some.
We're gonna give a giveaway. We're gonna give a giveaway.
He has a giveaway, a really cool part. You can show the camera what you're giving away for 15 to 18 guys.
Yes, 15 to 18. This is a brand new UPR billet subframe bushing kit.
Wow.
So I will
Just
be
a
giving that
giveaway.
away. Just a giveaway.
So now, which way? Take it right?
Yes, right.
Now this is the catch though. You have to do is you have to name his last video to get these particular giveaways, so he knows you're a subscriber to the channel. So if you don't, you gotta move to the next one. I mean, hey,
subscribe.
You got them, but you gotta name his last video that he uploaded in order to get this free giveaway. All right,
awesome.
Way too loud still, Paul. Way too loud.
How was Sabrino's car in the dyno? Loud?
It was loud.
Wow.